Hi all, this is probably going to be my last battle report before we start the actual campaign. It's my last practice 1200 points of Night Goblins, and I'm up against the Chaos, and we'll see how it goes. So, just a quick overlook of the board. We're playing Mysterious Forests in the tournament, so we're doing Mysterious Forests here. That large dwarven keep mountain, we just class that as impassable, just to give it a bit more of a challenge. And the rest is pretty obvious. The wheat terrain field we class as open is just there just to break up the boring brown drudge of the ground. So my opponent's army, he's got 5 Chaos Knights, Mark and Nurgle, then he's got 21, 18, 21, 21 Chaos Warriors, Mark and Nurgle, great weapons. 5 dogs with absolutely no upgrades. His Warlord, who's got a halberd, monstrous mount, and his Mark and Nurgle, and a 4-up ward, and then Chimera Root regen. So it's 1200 points. So on my left flank, I've got my squigs facing off, and I've got 18 squigs and 6 handlers. They're facing against the knights around that impassable terrain, and that leaves me with 2 units of goblin warriors, yeah, goblin bowmen. I've got rid of my spear. I've never seemed to engage. There's no advantage having a spear in my mind. I'll just go for more bows and try and shoot stuff before it gets me. They have nets as well. Both those units have 3 extra models in. You can see a couple of samurai there just representing models. I forgot to bring them along. So, and I've got a stone thrower as well. In the units, excuse me, I've also got a level 3 wizard, a warlord, and a battle bearer. I have a single troll, which is in the woods. The woods turned out to be the fungus forest, which is stupidity, which makes no odds to my troll anyway. I got a goblin doom diver and a night goblin boss on Cape Squig. So it's just a quick shot at the end of both of our turn 1s. My opponent got the first turn. He moved up Majesty there. Does nothing else, he's got no magic or anything, no shooting. In my turn I managed to shoot off the Warhound to Scarfer, and I move my troll out there to try and hold up his warlord, and my war boss on the giant squig I'm trying to bring back around the back here. So we tried this face off before, he never wins against the Chimera, except unfortunately this time I didn't roll very well for my escape. This shot's just showing the left flank. He's holding back with his knights at the moment, afraid of my squigs. In hindsight, I should have pushed my squigs onwards, so they're not doing anything for me, just standing there. And me just leaving them there comes into an issue later on. And there's my brave troll just standing in front of the noble Chaos Lord. So, my opponent's turn kicks off with him charging the rear of my goblin. That was really annoying, but hey ho. And his lord charges my troll. So yeah, I thought I'd place him right in the correct spot where I'd release a fanatic if he just charged me, which just to give me the extra damage on, and then the fanatic lets me down, doesn't actually make it to my opponent. Yeah, that was a shame. I was hoping to get him in the way and having to have to charge through it. Yeah, but at the end of combat, he does 1 wound to my troll, and I get a wound through on him as well. I just chose to vomit because obviously he's got the Mark and Nurgle, so I'm only hitting him with 6s anyway. But yeah, brilliant. And over here as well, he gets 1 wound on me, and I get 1 wound on him. And again, I managed to hold. So I'm doing quite well here. This is mainly due to the fact my general and the battle standard was nearby. So the end of the turn is looking something like this. Just about going to my turn. So this is looking good for me. I've pinned down 2 of his nasties, which means I can now combine fire and take out those nurgly dudes coming up the centre. No, I'm really chuffed with this. The only downside is my goblin boss didn't pass the leadership test to turn around, which was annoying. But no, this is quite a strong position. I'm happy as it's going. If I can hold up that Chimera and his general for another turn, I should be doing alright. Ah, animosity. Oh yes, I rolled a 1, followed by a 6. So this is where my plans go to hell. This is my battle standard and warlord in that unit, both in either corner. Decide to go in and have a go at the lord there, which is Ah, I didn't need that. Though, saying that, I've got enough combat resolution, I should be able to beat him and chase him off. So this is the end of my movement phase. That's how we're looking. I moved my other archers up, just close enough so I can release a Fanatic to try and block off the Nurgle Warriors, and it lands just in front of them. And here, my Goblin Doom Diver managed to kill 3 of these guys off. He's only removed 2 at the moment, he counts differently to most people, but one of these other guys will be removed later on. So that's his positioning gone. So just reduce those guys to 2, but they pass the panic check on that. And at the end of the turn, it's looking something like that. So yeah, my stone throw misfired. I'm not having much luck with my war machines at the moment. They seem to either hit and go yay, and then all of a sudden they all start misfiring and I'm just losing points. On the other side, my Goblin Doodle didn't misfire, but he's been turned around because he failed his morale check when the Goblin was destroyed. And in the centre there, unfortunately, even with all my rank bonuses, his Chaos Lord dude stuck there. So, seeing his Chaos Lord quite happily handle those other goblins, he decides to charge his Chaos Warriors into my Gobbos, with the Shaman in it. Thankfully, he needed maybe a 5. I think he ends up rolling a 3 or something. So that's just enough for him to charge through my Fanatic and only take a couple of wounds. I'm not having much luck with my Fanatics either. They only seem to be doing 3 or 4 hits, which is so demoralising when you want to get rid of some opponents when you're only a Goblin. With the standard shoot as well, I don't think I did very much. And in the combat phase, I've gone through the movement because his movement's so short anyway. His Chimera charges my Doom Diver, and I think his other knights just follow along. But over here, yeah, I defeat his Nurgle leader, and I was well chuffed with that. The only downside is I was so chuffed and I wanted to catch him, I sent both my units after him. This was a mistake. With goblins, I need my leadership and my battle standard near my main 9s. So now I've got them all the way over here, which is not good. Yeah, his Chimera soon needs my Doom Diver. And this is my turn with after movement. My troll at the top, he charged his Warlord. This is what annoyed me. It was my turn next, so I could have just charged him and run him off. And I was close enough. If he didn't make it off, I'd have killed him anyway, which is exactly what happened. So I swift reformed with my Gobbos, which they failed. So I could only reform them, which was annoying because I wanted to get them up. In my big block of goblins, my Shaman could see what was going to come now and quickly scarpers to get out of it and hide himself beside the Chaos Warriors. There I can just try and cast something big, and if I blow up I might take some Chaos Warriors with me. And that's it for my turn. I don't think my shooting does anything as per usual, and you can see my stone thrower is still firing in the wrong direction, so obviously something either went wrong there or I couldn't fire it for 2 turns. Okay, Chaos turn and all hell breaks loose. Yes, he charges with his Chimera and his Nurgle Warriors onto my Bowman. Charges with Chimera first. I fail Fear Test, funny enough, being leadership 5 and having no leader or standard nearby. So they scarper and they run through my squigs. They're in sight, so it doesn't matter. The Chaos Warriors then redirect and charge into the flank of my squigs. So yes, not a good day down here. It's all going to hell. The Chimera did try to redirect into the Stone Thrower, but failed his leadership 4 test. So at the end of the Chaos turn, we're looking something like this. My squigs get pretty much mullered, but they do go boing and kill off quite a few of the Chaos Warriors, which cheers me up. You did notice his 2 knights are facing the other direction. He did that because no, my goblins won't rally on a leadership of 6. They'll flee through him, and then he can just get a charge to either chase me off the board or destroy me that way, which is a good call. But amazingly, my turn, I pass my leadership 6, so now those 2 knights out there looking like right idiots facing the wrong way, which is all good. Yeah, everything else just tries to move up. Shoot at the Chimera, it's only got a couple of wounds left now. I've got the Ruby Ring of Ruin on my Warlord. I give him that because my Shamans can be a bit crap sometimes with the mushrooms, and I just lose magic phases of doing nothing otherwise. so I use that as a backup, and against a Chimera that'd be quite useful. And also my stone thrower as well. But with pretty much nothing done, goes to my opponent's phase, and he charges in here, and he's just far enough away I get to stand and shoot, so I managed to kill one more off. It all helps. Ah man, this guy comes along and eats my stone thrower. I hate these things. I need something that causes a panic check, that would be ideal. But there we go. And after combat, I don't do jack to him, but somehow I managed to hold my leash at 5 steadfast. I ain't going to be steadfast for another turn, so I have to try and take down as many of these guys. In my turn, I just try and move everybody up, trying to get ready to shoot the Chimera when it comes back to the board. He overran and scarped off the board, that's where he comes back on in his turn. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't manage any magic. Magic was appalling again. I don't seem to have much luck with magic. It's too bloody random to be any good, I think. Even against someone who's got no wizards. But then again, the goblin magic ain't the greatest. And he kills off my goblins. Don't worry, those Chaos Warriors aren't dead. He just dropped the movement trays. He was trying to move them. So I just took the photo because it made me feel good that they looked dead. But other than that, no, my goblins all got wiped out. Didn't manage to escape. I was hoping they'd run over the Chaos Warriors there and managed to hold on for another turn, because that'd really annoy him. But nope, no luck there. And this is my final turn. That Chimera is left on 1 wound. I think a wound actually went through when he was fighting the Goblin Stone Thrower crew, which is fantastic. So he's only got 1 wound left. I threw all my dice to my Ruby Ring of Ruin. But I think I only had those 4 dice you see there. I didn't have very many, like a 3-1 situation. But whatever happened, it didn't work, and that's how the game ended. I just killed his warlord. That was a bit disappointing, really. I managed to do a lot of damage. Everything was down to below half strength and 1 wound, but nothing. I couldn't actually finish over anything. Which was a shame. So thanks for watching, guys. A loss there for the poor old goblins. But I'm definitely preferring the bows to the spears. I don't really see the advantage of the spears now. I don't need to fight a goblin list. They're going to stand and shoot. I just rather than doing something if I'm not using them. So it'll be soon up for the campaign, or the season as it is, and this will probably be my 1200 points. Maybe a bit of fiddling around and see what I can do. I might be able to get another troll. That'd be nice. But until the next time, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and thou Willis.